कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So we will do this kirtan of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji. Beautiful prayers to Lord Gopinath. This is one of the favorite kirtan of my Param Guru Maharaj, Shripad Nityalila Pravishta Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. He used to sing this so much love and affection. So we will sing this today. Gopinath मम निवेदन शूनो गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन शूनो दिशाई दुर्जन सदा कामरत किछु नाही मोरा गुना विषाई दुर्जन सदा कामरत किछु नाही मोरा गुना गोपीनाथ अमर भरसा तू गोपीनाथ अमर भरसा तू तुम्हार चरणे लयनु शरण तुम्हार किंकर आमी तुम्हार चरणे लयनु शरण तुम्हार किंकर आमी गोपीनाथ के मुन शोधिबे रे गोपीनाथ के मन शोधिबे ना जाने भगति कर्मे जड़मति ओढ़े चि संसार रे ना जाने भगति कर्मे जड़मति ओढ़े चि संसार गोपीनाथ सकल तुम्हार माया गोपीनाथ सकल तुम्हार माया नहीं मम बल ज्ञान सुनिर्मल स्वाधीन नाही काया नहीं मम बल सन सुनिर्मल स्वाधीन नाही काया गोपीनाथ नियत चरणे गोपीनाथ जिया का चरणे गोपीनाथ जिया का चरणे स्थान गोपीनाथ जिया का चरणे स्थान मागे पामरा कांदिया कांदिया करो है करुणा दान मागे पामरा कांदिया कांदिया करो है करुणा दान गोपीनाथ तुम्हें तो सकले पारो गोपीनाथ तुम्हें तो सकले पारो दुर्जन तारी से तुम्हार सकती আছে পাপিরা দুর্জনে কারিতে তোমার শক্তি আছে পাপিরা গোপীনাথ তুমি কৃপা পারাবা গোপীনাথ তুমি কৃপা পারাবা जीवेर कारणे अस्या प्रपंचे लीला कैले सुबेस्तार जीवेर कारणे लीला कैले सुबेस्तार गोपीनाथ आमी की दोषेरा दो श्री गोपीनाथ हमें के दोषेरा दो गोपीनाथ हमें के दोषेरा दो श्री गोपीनाथ तेरा दो श्री असुर सकल पायल चरण विनोद ठाके लोभोषे असुर सकल पायल चरण विनोद ठाके लोभोषे गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन सुनो गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन सुनो गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन सुनो गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन सुनो राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा ओ हरे राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे राम Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Gopinath, Jai Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev, Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरे बोल। शिला गुरुदेव की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय हो। श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जी की जय हो। Hare Krishna, all the devotees. Thank you so much for attending this session. Now, we will be starting with since in the last class we actually have ended our introduction to Jaiva Dharma finally. So we heard so many different things that have been covered by our Param Gurudev in this beautiful introduction of this great scripture written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that is Jaiva Dharma. So during that discussion, there were some doubts which the devotees were raising. They were having some questions. So today's class, before starting with the chapter 1 of Jaiva Dharma, we will just clear a few of those questions so that the foundation, the basics of devotees are more clear. These questions are not very specific also, they are very general. So that's why it's very useful in our day-to-day devotional life and our overall understanding of our Gaudiya philosophy, this philosophy of Krishna consciousness. So let's get started with that. So the first question here, I'll just share the screen for everyone so that everyone can just see. So this is our session 1 of question and answers. So first question, which is posed by one of the devotee, this states that what is Gaudiya Vaishnavism? So this is most basic question and most important question at the same time, because this is our path, this is our identity, this is what we are following. So we'll try to understand it in an elaborate way so that
the concept of what it is, who we are, what philosophy we are following, and what is the family that we belong to. These kind of basic questions should be clear. So, to understand what is Gaudiya Vaishnavism, first we have to understand Vaishnavism. So, Vaishnav, in simple language, in simple meaning, Vaishnav means the one who worships Vishnu Tattva. Worshippers of Vishnu are called Vaishnavas. Worshippers of Shiva, they are called Shaivites. Worshipper of Krishna, they are called Karshanis. And worshipper of different. So from this we can see that different personality whom we are worshipping, the devotee, they comes in a particular group to denote that, oh, Vaishnavas are those who worship Vishnu. Shaivites are those who worship Shiva as supreme. And then there are Karshanis who worship Krishna. Then what is the meaning of Gaudiya? So Gaudiya, our Guru Vargas say that Gaudiya are those who worship Srimati Radharani. Now we are neither just Gaudiya nor just Vaishnavas. We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So what is the meaning? The understanding of this is that we are worshippers of the divine couple Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. We never worship Krishna separately. We never worship just Krishna. We worship Krishna with his potency, that is Srimati Radharani. Because any personality, any personality is incomplete without its potency. So Supreme Lord, Shri Krishna, he is also incomplete without his potency, Srimati Radharani. Krishna is the energetic and Radharani is the energy. So in this way, we are the worshippers of the divine couple, Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. This is one of the most important thing that we have to understand, that we don't worship just Krishna and we don't worship just Radharani also. We worship both, and worshipping Krishna satisfies Radharani. Worshipping Radharani satisfies Krishna. And that's why the Mahamantra that has been given to us is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is not a mantra just of Krishna, neither it is a mantra of Radharani. It is mantra of both Radha and Krishna, in which Hare stands for Radharani, that is the energy of Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then comes Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Here Ram does not stand for Lord Ram of Ramayan, not the husband of Sita Devi. Here Ram is Krishna only. Why? Because when we have understood that Hare, that is the energy of Lord Krishna, that is Radharani, Hare is Radharani, then how when we say Hare Ram, that means Radhaji and Ram, Lord Ram of Sita Ram? No. Lord Ram cannot come with Radharani. We never say Radharam. We ever say Radharam? No. We always say Radha Krishna. We say Sita Ram. So with Radhaji always comes Krishna. Some devotees they think that Ram stands for Balram. That also is not true. How can Balramji stand with Radharani? When we say Hare Ram, so that means Hare is Radharani. So Ram, if it is Balramji, then how? It is impossible. This is not proper. There is a fault in this. Even in the pastimes of Vrindavan, when Radhaji is present, then Balramji never goes in that area where Radhaji is there. Why? Because Radhaji is linked with Krishna and Balramji is brother of Krishna. So Balramji cannot go near Radharani. So that's why here Ram is never Balram. No. Ram, understanding of Ram is Shri Radha Raman iti Ramaha. That means Radha Raman. That Radha Raman is Krishna only, the one who performs playful pastimes with Radha Rani. So that is Radha Raman. So short of Radha Raman is Ram. So that's why when we say Hare Ram, so Ram stands for Radha Raman. That is another name of Krishna only. So we should always remember this, that when we are chanting, when we are doing our mantra, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then whom I am calling out actually? That's why it's important to understand the meaning of this Maha Mantra. Otherwise, what will happen? It will be just murmuring. It will just be like a person is there who is sitting in front of the book, just memorizing and not understanding. So we have to understand what we are chanting, whom we are calling out. So try to understand this, that Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Here Ram stands for Radha Raman. So we should meditate on this divine couple, Shri Radha Krishna, in this whole Maha Mantra. Not thinking that Ramji is of Ramayan, so I'll meditate and think about him. No. His mantras are different. The worshippers of Ramji, that is from different group in which they worship only Ramji. They worship Ramji mainly. We are main worshippers of Radha Krishna. It's not that we neglect Ramji. We do respect, we do worship Ramji, but our one pointed goal, our one pointed worshipable master is the divine couple Sri Radha and Krishna. So, with this Gaudiya Vaishnavism, now Srimad Bhagavatam explains one beautiful thing, that we are actually fallen souls who are in this material world, correct? Now we are performing this bhakti, this spiritual process. We are following this spiritual path. Why we are following actually? Try to understand this. We are following the spiritual path. We are following Krishna consciousness to get out of this material world and reach into Golok Vrindavan, reach to that spiritual world where we can serve Radha Krishna, where there is no old age, there is no death, there is no disease, there is always happiness, there is so much bliss of service. So that realm, that spiritual world we have to reach, we want to reach. And we are actually fallen into this dark well of material existence. Now, a person who is fallen into a well, in a kuwa, in Hindi we say kuwa. A person who is fallen into a well, how he will come out? He will only be able to come out when there is some help from the outside. When some group of people, they will throw some rope, then this person will hold this rope and come out. So there will be some help from the upper area of the well. And from that outside well, when the help will come to me, I'll take the advantage of that help and I'll come out of it. In the same way, Srimad Bhagavatam says that Krishna also has dropped 4 ropes. He has dropped 4 ropes from spiritual world so that we can catch one of those 4 ropes and get out of this material world and reach to that spiritual world. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Ved Vyasji is giving that there are these 4 ropes which are like 4 authentic sampradayas. It's very important to understand this, because in these days there are so many spiritualists walking here and there, so many godmen. Every other person is coming and making his own sampradaya, means his own philosophy, telling that you follow this and that and you will be able to reach perfection. But an intelligent person, he will observe first, he will test it nicely. He will not just follow any spiritualist. He will test that is the path that he is mentioning, and he is linked in is authentic or not. We go outside to buy some vegetables, some tomatoes or something. That tomato also, does we just buy like anything? Oh, whatever is coming in my hand, I'll just put it. No. We watch carefully that it should not be the rotten tomato. It should not be the unripe tomato. It should be the proper color and proper, should be proper so that it can be used nicely for Thakurji's bhog. So we see that properly. When we get our child admitted in a university or in a school, do we just like randomly put our child into some school? No. We check if that school is affiliated to the proper central board or not. If that degree that my child will get from that university will be useful, he will land a job that will be of good value or not. So, in the same way, when we are thinking so much about these small things, then this is about spiritual life. How can we just randomly follow anyone? We cannot randomly follow anyone. We have to properly test and see and compare with the scriptures. That is this really an authentic line? And that's why Srila Ved Vyasji has written in Srimad Bhagavatam for people like us who can really see and compare and observe that yes, the path I am following, is it the right path or not? And that's why Srila Ved Vyasji is saying there are four authentic sampradaya. Sampradaya vihina je mantraste nishpalah mata Shri Brahma Rudra Shanakadi. Saying that among these, outside these four ropes, these four sampradayas that are coming from that spiritual world, anything outside this, whatever mantras you are getting, whatever instructions you are getting, whatever spiritual teachings you are getting, that is fruitless. That's such a blunt statement by Srila Ved Vyasji. All that practice, all that mantra that you are getting is fruitless if it is not in one of these four authentic sampradayas. So, what are these four sampradayas? Let's understand this. These are four authentic Vaishnava sampradayas. Vaishnava sampradaya means Vaishnav, we just understood, the one who worships Vishnu Tattva. Now, the process of worshipping that Vishnu Tattva, that Lord Hari, process of worshipping Krishna. So, to follow that process, you have to take admission in an authentic school who is affiliated with the proper board. And there are only four authentic schools, which Srila Ved Vyasji is mentioning in Srimad Bhagavatam. What are those four authentic schools? Let's understand. So here on the screen you can see Lord Krishna. He is the supreme personality, the original personality, who is the cause of all causes. He is the source of all knowledge. Now he has given that knowledge to attain him. Krishna has given the knowledge to attain Krishna. Try to understand this. Krishna has given the knowledge of bhakti, of spirituality, of Vedas, and all these things to four personalities. First is Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma was given this divine knowledge by Lord Krishna, and that is called first initiation. Lord Krishna first initiated whom? Brahma. And then he also initiated Lakshmi ji. He initiated Shivji in the form of Rudra and the four Kumaras, the four little Kumaras, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanat Kumar. Now, Lord Brahma, when he got initiated by Krishna in this philosophy, in this process, in this authentic line of spirituality, that line is called as Brahma Sampradaya. Second, in which Lakshmi is getting the knowledge first by Krishna, that is Shri Sampradaya. Third, in which Rudra, that is Shivji, is getting the knowledge, that is Rudra Sampradaya. And fourth one, in which the four Kumaras are getting the knowledge from Shri Krishna directly, that line is called as Chatushan Sampradaya. So these four sampradayas we all should remember. This is something that we should remember because this is our identity. We are one of these four sampradayas. First one is Brahma Jivan, that is Brahma Sampradaya. Second is Lakshmi Ji, that is Shri Sampradaya. Third is Shivji getting the knowledge, that is Rudra Sampradaya. And fourth is the four Kumaras, that is Chatushan Sampradaya. Now, in each of these sampradayas, there came a great Acharya. Acharya is that personality who follow the teachings of of that line, of that sampradaya, and following those teachings, he also preaches. He also brings people into that sampradaya so that these people can get benefited, so that these people also can hold that rope, one of the four ropes through which the jiva who is suffering in this world can come out, can take the shelter of that rope and reach into that spiritual world. So it is their great compassion. Out of compassion, these acharyas, they preach, they introduce this philosophy to jivas who are in ignorance. Ignorant people like us. Did any of us really put so much effort to catch hold of any of this rope? No. We were just living our life. Our we were just in our family, studying, going to college, went to school, then doing job and living our life somehow or other like everyone else. But we got this special mercy that these kind of acharyas, they came in our line, they came in our life, and they just shaked us that what are you doing with your life? Don't live like animals. This human life is so rare. Try to utilize it. So these sampradayas have these prominent acharyas. Lord Brahma's sampradaya have Sri Madhvacharya. In Sri Sampradaya came Sri Ramanujacharya. You can see in the slide. And in Rudra Sampradaya, that is Lord Shiva's Sampradaya, came Vishnu Swami. And in the Chatushan Sampradaya of four Kumaras came Nimbarkacharya, Nimbaditya. Now, where we belong, we are in the line of Lord Brahma and Madhvacharya. In the first line, we Gaudiya Vaishnavas are in this first line. That is, Lord Brahma got the knowledge from Krishna, and Madhvacharya is getting the knowledge in the line of this Brahma Sampradaya. So that's why our introduction, when someone asks that which Sampradaya you belong in, what is your line, what we say? We say we are from the line of Brahma-Madhva Sampradaya. But then, even in that, our whole introduction, our whole identity is Brahma-Madhva-Gaudiya-Sarasvat Dhara. Why? Till now we understood Brahma Madhva. Brahma stands for Lord Brahmaji. Madhva stands for Madhvacharya. So this is very important to know these kind of terms because it's like our identity card. In school we get our ID card. In college also we get ID card which tells that what is our name, which branch we belong to, or what class we are in, what section we are in. These are all our identities, in which school we are in, which university we are in. So that identity card tells it everything. If someone catches us and asks that which college you are studying in, if I say that I don't know, then what it is? I look such a foolish person. I'm studying in a college and I don't even know the name of my college. I don't even know my identity, that in which section I am, in which branch I am, in which class standard I am, in which school I am, in which university I am. So we should not feel lazy. We should not feel lazy in understanding our own identity. This might look little bit deep. Oh, what is this Brahma-Madhva-Gaudiya-Sarasvat? But it's important to understand that who I am, where I belong to. So Brahma Madhva, we got clear with this that one of those four lines, Lord Brahmaji's line, in which Brahmaji got the knowledge first from Krishna, and in that line came Madhvacharya ji. That's why the name Brahma Madhva. And then Gaudiya has been added in this. Why? Because in this line came Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared in which part of India? Our India, the Bharat, is also divided in different regions. We say South India. South India in Hindi is called as Dravid, Dravid Desh. That is South India. In Hindi, it is called Dravid. In the same way, the eastern part of India is called Gauda, Gauda Desh. So from that Gauda Desh, from that area of India, which is called Gauda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And he actually brought a huge wave of Harinam Sankirtan, a huge wave in this line of Brahma Madhva, in this line of Brahmaji and Madhvacharya ji. And because of his such prominence, he, being the Supreme Lord himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who he is, we all know, he is Krishna himself, with the moods and complexion of Radharani. So that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has taken shelter of which line? Brahma Madhva, Lord Brahma and Madhvacharya ji's line. So that's why, because Mahaprabhu appeared from Gauda Desh, so all the devotees who are under shelter of Mahaprabhu, they are called as Gaudiyas. That's another meaning of Gaudiya. First meaning, what we heard? As Vaishnavas are devotees of Vishnu, Karshnis are exclusive devotees of Krishna, and Shaivites are exclusive devotees of Shivji. Gaudiyas are exclusive devotees, Gaudiyas are devotees of Radharani. So this was main understanding. And another understanding, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared from Gaud Desh, that part of India, so all the followers of Mahaprabhu are called as Gaudiya. So Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya. Three terms clear. Now this fourth term, that is Saraswat, this is also very important. Once we understand this, then we are clear with our whole understanding of who we are. Saraswat stands for Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. We all know the founder Acharya of our ISKCON, that is Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. His Guru Maharaj Ji, who is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, he has been one of the most prominent Acharya of this whole line. He is the one who started institutionalizing this devotional life, this bhakti life. How? Before him, like Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his father, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he did not actually made temples like this, huge, huge temples and mutt. So Srila Prabhupada, he spread this Krishna consciousness movement all over India by establishing 64 Gaudiya mutts. 64 Gaudiya mutt all across India. And his disciple, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, was ordered by him only to go outside and preach in English. And he went in America and established the society ISKCON. So who is the root? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, who sent all his disciples all across India and also abroad, outside India. And we all know how Srila Swami Maharaj, Swami Prabhupada ji, he went outside and his mission of ISKCON was so successful, it spread all over the world. But who was the inspiration behind? Whose orders he followed? He followed the orders of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So that's why we are the grandsons, the granddaughters, the great grandchildren of whom? That Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And that's why in our identity card, his name has been added. We are Brahma-Madhva-Gaudiya-Sarasvat Dhara. We are in this line. Dhara means line. We are in the line of Brahma-Madhva-Gaudiya-Sarasvat. So next time if anyone asks us, where do you belong? What is your philosophy? What is your line? We should not just stay silent. Oh, yes, I follow Krishna consciousness. Yeah, I worship Krishna. But there are so many worshippers of Krishna. People in Dwarka, they worship Krishna. People in Mathura, they worship Krishna. In Vrindavan also, they worship Krishna. But we are also worshipping, but Vrindavan Krishna. And Vrindavan Krishna also in which moods? In the moods that are provided by this particular line, that is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Saraswat. So we should understand this point very strongly, that what is Gaudiya Vaishnavism, and in that whole big tree of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, in which branch we are in. So I hope you are getting the clear idea of it, that what is Vaishnavism, what is Gaudiya, what is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Saraswat. So understanding this is very important. And once we get to know this, then we realize our own identity. Let's move to the next question now. If anyone has any doubt in this particular point which I made about our identity, about what is Gaudiya Vaishnavism, then they can ask in separately in WhatsApp to me, then I'll reply on that. Now, next question. The question is, can desires be created in human birth, or is it also in animal birth? The desires, they are just in human body only, or they comes in the animal body also? So a simple answer for this is, the desires are in all the bodies. What is the proof? So for this particular question, let's ask a few sub questions, the questions that are under this question. One is that, do animals desire like humans? That is similar question. So simple answer is yes. Animals also do desire. If they don't desire, why they will eat? Do they not eat food? They go outside, search for food. Why? Because there is a desire to eat. They go and see a very nice place to sleep. We see dogs sleeping on some sand or uh, some particular areas. They make it, they just clean with the tail and then they sleep nicely. Why? They have a desire to sleep, that's why they're sleeping. They have a desire to mate. They also reproduce or not? If they don't have desire, then their species will not grow. So this is the root, the most basic desire, that is to reproduce. All living organisms, they reproduce or not? Even the microorganisms, they reproduce. Maybe their consciousness is very low, the least, but still they undergo all these processes, and that cannot happen without desire. They also get the desire to have a family. That's why the dogs, they have family. The mother, she feeds the dogs, the baby puppies. Monkeys we see. Have you seen a female monkey? A female monkey always carries the little baby monkey on the chest, and she moves. Wherever she goes, that little baby monkey is always attached to that monkey, mother monkey. So they also have their own family. They also have desires. But the next question is very important, that do animals also perform karma like humans? They are having basic desires, that's why they are doing eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's obvious. But do they also perform karma? That's important to understand. What is karma? The activities that are done with a purpose. So try to understand this. Scriptures say that animal species, all the species other than human species, they are called as reaction species. In Hindi, we call as bhog yoni. Bhog yoni means the person is undergoing the reactions. When I do good deeds, I get good reactions. When I do bad deeds, I get bad reactions. When a person, he has performed some bad karmas in life, in the human form, then as a result of those bad karma, as a result of punishment, they get this lower species. So that period when the soul is in a lower species, that period is actually the period of punishment. Try to understand this. And in that punishment period, he is not able to do more karma. He is undergoing the punishment right now. For example, I did something very wrong and I have got punished to, suppose I am in my classroom. Just take an example. I am in my classroom and my teacher is teaching and I just created some nuisance. I did some nonsense and just disturbed the teacher and did something very wrong. What the teacher will do? Teacher will punish me. And she will tell that go outside, stand outside the class. I'll go and stand outside the class. So she is making me stand for 20 minutes, suppose. So that 20 minutes is my punishment period. Now, in that 20 minutes, I'm not inside my classroom so that I can perform more mischievous or I can do something good. In that 20 minutes, neither I am doing anything good nor I am doing anything bad or unethical. Try to understand this point. In that 20 minutes, when I have been sent outside the class, I'm not disturbing the class also, neither I am helping the class also. What I'm doing, I'm just undergoing my punishment period. So in that particular time frame, I'm not performing karma. Try to understand this. I'm not performing any good deed or bad deed. I'm just undergoing the punishment, undergoing the reaction of what I already did. I already created problem in the class. As a result, I have been sent out. So in the same way, all the lower species are like the punishment period. So they don't perform good karmas. Do they donate? Tell me. Do dogs go and donate in the society of other dogs? That, oh, let's just donate and give party of bones. Let's just donate some bones to this particular society of dogs. No. Or do they just go and do terrorism? Do they plant bomb in other street where the enemy dogs are there? No. They don't do these things. They are undergoing the reactions. They are not performing good deeds and bad deeds. They are just undergoing the reaction. So they are not performing karmas like humans. So do they also undergo reactions of karmas like humans? This is the question that we just answered. Humans, we have got this rare opportunity. Try to understand this. That as a human, we have got this rare opportunity, and that's why this human species is called a very rare one. And that's why it is called that it's like a gift given by the nature, given by the Lord. That this is the chance now that you can choose the path. That you again want to enter into that lower species by performing those bad deeds and undergoing that punishment period, or you can do something good and get better results, better reactions. For example, we just took the example of the boy like me who has been sent outside the classroom for 20 minutes. Now, when I'll come back, when I have given a chance that, okay, your punishment period is over, you come back and sit in the class. Now, again, is it my choice or not? That I will again perform mischief and again will be sent out for the punishment, or I can be a very decent boy of the class and stay in the class and get the rewards, get appreciation from my teacher. So this is my choice after the punishment. In the same way, we have already gone through so many times this punishment period, getting into all those millions and millions of species, lower species. Now, finally, again, we have got this chance to sit in the classroom to get this human body. Now, this is our choice again. I can go and perform bad deeds, hurt others, create havoc in the society, and I can make a society the better place. I can help people of the society by what? That's another discussion. How, what's the best help to the society? Best help to the society is making everyone and uplifting everyone in Krishna Bhakti, Krishna consciousness, so that they will ultimately get out of this whole material existence. They can reach into spiritual world. That's the real help. So this human body that we have got, this is the time of karma, what we can do. Once that time is wasted, once we have wasted this particular golden period of human body, then what will happen? We'll have to undergo the punishment period in which we will not be able to perform karma. We will not be able to perform bhakti. We will not be able to perform anything. We will just undergo the reaction. I hope it is clear. If any doubt regarding this question also, you can ask. Now comes the next question. That is, yeah, one Didi, she asked this question: how important is fast breaking after Ekadashi? So recently we had our Ekadashi fasting few days back, like uh, so that particular person who asked this question, she said that she wants to do fasting next day of Ekadashi also. She did Ekadashi fasting and she wants to do another fasting for the next day. Some fasting, like we do na Monday fasting, Tuesday fasting, some people do like this. So it was, maybe she wants to do that. So she was asking that if I want to do the fasting next day also, so is it possible that I don't break, like don't break that fast, or I can break it? She was asking about the fast breaking thing, that it is necessary to break the fast because I want to fast on the next day also. Because if I'll break the fast, then I'll not be able to fast the next day. So when we talk about fasting, we say it vrat. Try to understand the importance of parana. What is paran? Paran means breaking the fast in a particular period, in a particular time. So to understand this, we again have a question for this, that we consider fasting, like Ekadashi fasting, very important. What makes an event important? This is the question. What makes an event important? Suppose I go for a running. There is no start time, there is no end time. I'll just go and run. But when there is a running competition, there is a marathon or something, then in that there is a start point, there is an end point. When I am just solving my problems, like solving my questions, at that time, I don't have anything. I'll just study and solve. But when I appear for examination, that's an event, and that examination becomes very important because it has a start time, it has an end time, and in that particular period, I have to be fully focused and give my best in that. If someone gives you the question paper and says that, oh, you have infinite hours, you can just finish this test as long as you want to take, you can take as long as you want. Then what we will do? We'll just keep that question paper aside and we'll just lie down. We'll watch some movie and we'll think that, we have like infinite hours, we will just solve these questions in our time. So that importance of that particular test becomes completely reduced. But as soon as it is said that you have this question paper and you have 3 hours to solve this, then what comes? A sense of priority comes that, oh, I have 3 hours, I have to solve it right now. I'll just put aside everything else and start solving it. In the same way, when we do fasting, fasting is a very important event. And what makes it more important is the time period. It's like a golden time which Krishna has given to us, in which we can apply a booster in our spiritual life, in our devotional life. Krishna says that Madhav Tithi Bhakti Janani. He is saying that this Tithi, Ekadashi, is Madhav Tithi. He has given his own name, that it's my Tithi. And it is Bhakti Janani. That means it is the developer of Bhakti. This Ekadashi, she develops Bhakti. So such an important Tithi. And this Tithi starts and ends in a particular time. So that timing, that start and end of this Ekadashi actually makes it a very important event for devotees. Where Krishna is saying how important it is for one's spiritual journey, how it's like a booster. Every Harinam, every Mala that we chant in this particular day of Ekadashi, it's like 1,000 times more result than any other day. So if this Ekadashi does not have a paran time, does not have an ending time, then what we will do? Oh, Ekadashi has started, and since there is no ending time, so I'll just chant at my own pace. I'll just do things. I'll just perform devotional activities at my own pace. I'll do some now. I'll do some tomorrow. I'll do some a week later. No, can't do like this. Why? Because the timings are set. It has a start time. It has an end time, and that time is as a golden period in which the devotees, what they do, they put their all efforts. Some devotees, they take leave from their offices also. Some devotees, they take leave from the college, university, that today I'll just take holiday. I'm not saying to do this, I'm just telling that some devotees, they do like this, putting so much importance for this, that from morning to evening I'll try to focus myself in Krishna consciousness. So that's why it has been stated by the scriptures, by our acharyas, that this paran time is very important, and breaking the fast in this time decides that your Ekadashi fasting is like fulfilled or not. If a person misses the paran time and just forgets to break the fast on that day, on that particular time, and the next day, then whole fruits of Ekadashi that he was about to get, they get nullified, they get destroyed. So such an important thing to break fast on time. And for that, if a person wants to ask a proof, any proof from Shastra regarding this, there is a proof from Srimad Bhagavatam. There is a proof from Srimad Bhagavatam. We all heard about the name of Ambarish Maharaj. He was a great king. Now, great king doesn't mean that he was very opulent materially. He was the king of whole earth planet. That's true. But when Srimad Bhagavatam is talking about someone's greatness, never talks regarding their great beauty, regarding their great knowledge, regarding their great wealth. No. Or great position. No. It's easy that a person's name can enter in Guinness World Book Record. A person's name can enter in the list of gold medalist of Olympics. But it's not easy that a person's name is entering into Srimad Bhagavatam. So Ambarish Maharaj's name is entering into Srimad Bhagavatam. That means that he is not just a great king who is very opulent, who is very wealthy, who is very knowledgeable. His name is entering in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is glorifying him, his pastimes, because he is great in terms of his devotion to Lord Hari. So, when Ambarish Maharaj, he also did Ekadashi, and his Ekadashi was very strong. A day before Ekadashi, he will not eat anything, only once in the whole day, day before Ekadashi, that is on the 10th day, that is Dashami. On Ekadashi, he will do waterless fasting, dry fasting. He will not drink water also. And the next day, he will break the fast on the parent time with a few drops of Charanamrit. So now, once Durvasa Rishi came, when he was about to break his fast, Durvasa Rishi came before his fast breaking time on the next day, and he was like a guest to Ambarish Maharaj. So Durvasa Rishi said that I'll have my meals here, but before that, I'll go and take bath in the Ganges, in the river nearby. So he went, and it took him a little long. And the Paran time, the fast breaking time was actually passing. So Ambarish Maharaj was confused that because he cannot accept anything before the guest, and especially when the guest is like Durvasa Muni. So he didn't want to accept anything. So he consulted with his ministers, with all different saints who were present in his assembly. And they said that because you did dry fasting, so if you'll just take a little few drops of Charanamrit, then your fast will also be broken and you will not get the fault of eating anything before your guest Durvasa Muni. So with that consideration, he just took 2, 3 drops. So understand this, that how Ambarish Maharaj also, he is putting so much stress on this fast breaking period. So it's very important to always note, whenever we do Ekadashi fasting, it's very important to always note that tomorrow morning, what is the time for my fast breaking? And in that particular time only, I should accept the grains to break the fast. Now, someone may ask this question, as the particular case with this particular devotee who asked this question, that she wanted to follow another fasting day that is just next to Ekadashi. And for devotees also, such kind of dilemma comes when once in a year. In the month of February around, when Nityanand Trayodashi is there. So before Nityanand Trayodashi, there is Varaha Dwadashi. And before Varaha Dwadashi, there is Ekadashi. So 3 tithis, 3 days are coming consecutively. First coming Ekadashi, next day is coming Varaha Dwadashi. Then third day is coming Nityanand Trayodashi. And we all know that we do fast on Vishnu Tattva appearance days. We do fasting on Janmashtami. We do fasting on Gaur Purnima. We do fasting on Nityanand Trayodashi. We do fasting on Advaita Saptami. And we do fasting on Varaha Dwadashi. It is appearance day of Lord Varahadev. So how come now 3 consecutive days of fasting has come in our life? Every year it comes. So how we manage it? How we manage it? We put them in a particular order to understand the importance of different tithis. First is Ekadashi, second is Varaha Dwadashi. In Varaha Dwadashi, it is a day of Lord only. So it's Lord's appearance day, and Lord himself is saying that you should follow Madhav Tithi. Lord himself is saying you should follow Ekadashi. So what is important for us? To follow the words of Krishna himself. So when we are following those 3 days, how we follow? We follow Ekadashi. We do fasting on Ekadashi. But since we have to break the fast on the next day to fulfill that Ekadashi, we don't do fasting on Varaha Dwadashi. We don't do fasting on Varaha Dwadashi. We eat grains on that day. And then third day, which is Nityanand Trayodasi, we again do fasting. So in between that day of Varaha Dwadashi, we skip fasting because Krishna has said Ekadashi is much more important. It's the most important. So Ekadashi and Nityanand Trayodasi we follow. And we skip that Varaha Dwadashi, in which we are meant to fast. But because of 3 days consecutive fasting, we cannot do. We have to break the fast on the next day to fulfill that fasting day. So that's why we don't follow, like we don't fast on Varaha Dwadashi. I hope it is clear, the concept of fasting. Now the next question, already the time is just running, but yes, I'll conclude with this question. I think this is the last question. So yeah, today we'll exceed a little bit. Sorry for that. The question is, do we become a Nitya Mukta Jiva, eternally liberated soul, after we go to Golok? Okay, now this is an elaborate question. So I'm not sure if I should cover this in this class or maybe in the next class. I think already we have discussed a lot of things in these three previous questions. So because this particular question will take like 20, 25 minutes more. And so I'll prefer to do this particular explanation on the next class, because I have to explain these terms also, that what is Nitya Mukta Jiva, what is eternally liberated, eternally conditioned, that is Nitya Baddha. So these are the basic terms and very important to understand. These are basic philosophy, like the foundation. And our Guru Vargas say that these question answers that we are discussing right now, these are like the foundation of our bhakti life. And if the foundation is strong, then we can create a beautiful palace above it, a beautiful palace on this foundation. So yes, there are some questions which are asked in the chat box also. We will clear that also in the next class. So yeah, these two particular class, this class and the next class, no worry. We are gonna do the question answer session only in the next class also. And then from after that class, we will start with our chapter 1 of Jaiva Dharma. Okay, so I think it's clear. Till now, whatever we have discussed, any personal questions regarding this, you can message me in the group also, and we will add that also in the next class. I hope things are clear. And these things, I'm again and again saying, these are very basic and important things, telling about our identity, who we are, what is Gaudiya Vaishnavism, and who we are, why we are called as Brahma-Madhva-Gaudiya-Sarasvat. Okay, and also this question on Ekadashi, it's a very beautiful question that this devotee asked, and this will make this will make things clear for everyone, that why this Ekadashi, the start and end time actually makes it so much important. When anything is limited, that thing's value increases. If anything is infinite, then the value is not so much. When these Ekadashi Tithis, they come for a particular little small period. It comes once in 14 days. So coming once in 14 days, it's like a chance, opportunity for devotees. So they try to put all their efforts in this. So yes, we will
Hare
discuss
Krishna
this
Prabhuji. I
question
think Sarveshwari Mataji
class,
had
and
one or two
other questions
questions
that devotees will ask.
in the chat.
Okay, Hare Krishna. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Prabhuji, I think one Mataji had some questions that were unanswered.
Yeah.
Like she was asking, can the Sampradaya be sectarian?
That's something. Yeah. So we have to understand this particular term, sectarian. What is sectarian? So sectarian means we are creating sects and we are taking decisions with differences, considering different sects as different and putting different stress on different sects. For example, a Muslim country, they are called sectarian because they actually show themselves as a particular sect, that's the prominent sect, that's the prominent religion and the philosophy that they follow. India is called as a secular state and it's non-sectarian. Why? Because it does not tell that this particular uh, religion is what we follow as nationalists. They say that there are different religions and all these religions are welcome. The philosophies are welcome. A school is called non-sectarian when that school is taught all the religions together. So when we talk about sectarianism, being sectarian and non-sectarian, so first, this thing is clear that what is sectarian, what is non-sectarian. Now, when we talk about Sanatan Dharma is what? Sanatan Dharma, in one particular vision, it is sectarian. How? Because it is actually accepting everyone from every religion. When we say Sanatan Dharma is actually targeting to the soul, which is Sanatan. Sanatan means eternal. Sanatan Dharma is eternal dharma, eternal religion. And we, in the starting of our this lecture series of Jaiva Dharma, we discussed this, that the religion of soul is fixed. So religion of soul is fixed. That means that eternal religion is for everyone. It does not say that only Hindus are allowed. Sanatan Dharma don't say that Muslims are not allowed. If it would have been the case, then how Srila Haridas Thakur, he came into Krishna consciousness. We worship him. Srila Haridas Thakur, such a great devotee in our line. So who he is? He took birth in a Muslim family. So in that particular vision, in that particular viewpoint, the Sanatan Dharma is what? It's non-sectarian. So Sanatan Dharma is non-sectarian. I previously said sectarian, but I explained it's non-sectarian. That it does not says that only this particular sect of people will be able to enter in our line. No. But what people say, that's different. People consider Sanatan Dharma also as a sect, like Christianity as a sect, Muslim, Islam as a sect. They consider Sanatan Dharma also as a sect. But try to understand that Sanatan Dharma is the eternal religion. And all these different religions like Islam, Christianity, they are just created few centuries before. They are man-made religions. So these religions are not eternal. These are just faith. These are not even religion. These are faith. This is what Srila Param Gurudev is explaining also. That why Jaiva Dharma, that is eternal religion, is for everyone. Because it is non-sectarian. Now, again, we have to understand that from whose viewpoint we are talking. Inside this Sanatan Dharma, again, if we talk, we find that there is sectarianism. How? Do we not differentiate between devotees of Ram, devotees of Krishna, devotees of Dwarika Krishna, devotees of Mathura Krishna, devotees of Vrindavan Krishna? Do we not differentiate? There is a very big misunderstanding and a very big a wrong philosophy and wrong mindset that has been spread in the people's mind, that why you should differentiate. An intelligent person should not differentiate between anything. But this is completely nonsense. You can't say that everything is same, everyone is same, everyone is the same platform. Srila Gurudev Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ji used to give a particular term for this. That is called Samanvayavad. Samanvayavad means looking everything with same vision, that everything is equal. How can everything be equal? Tomato is equal to brinjal, or brinjal is equal to lemon. It has a particular nature. Lemon is sour. Mango is sweet. We can't say that mango is equal to lemon. So if on these basic levels also there are differences, we can't say that these all are same. So how can we say that all the process, all the path of religion, all the path of spirituality, they are same? How can we say that? How can we even say that Krishna, Ram, Hanuman, Shivji, Devi Durga, Kali Mata, Ganesh Ji, they are all same? People say this, that why do you differentiate between lords? Lord is one and same, and they are just all equal. We don't differentiate. We don't differentiate between Vishnu, Shivji, and Brahmaji. So this is nonsense. Srila Gurudev used to say that when you know that there are differences in every way, in our normal platform, in our basic level, there are differences in what we eat. It's a beautiful example Guru Maharaj Ji gives for this. Sripad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj Ji. He said that once he was in the Western country and there he was speaking Harikatha, and then there was one big Brahman, a Pandit. He stood up and said that, why do you differentiate between all these gods? They are all same. Ganesh Ji is same, Durga Ji and Krishna, and everyone is same. Why do you differentiate so much? Because of you, there is so much fighting among different religion, among different followers. The Shaivites fight with Vaishnavas. If you just keep everyone same, then there will be no fighting. Everyone will be together. Why do you differentiate? It's not that we are differentiating. It's actually that they are different. Again and again, Guru Maharaj Ji explaining him, but he was not understanding. Then finally, what happened? This Pandit, he took Guru Maharaj Ji in his house. And then there in his house, he started introducing his family members. He said, oh, Guru Maharaj Ji, see, Maharaj Ji, this is my daughter. Oh, Maharaj Ji, see, this is my wife. Maharaj Ji, see, this is my mother and this is my sister. So Guru Maharaj Ji very cleverly said, pointing to his daughter, he said, oh, this is your wife. I said, no, Maharaj Ji, what are you telling? This is my daughter. This is not my wife. Then Guru Maharaj Ji said, pointing towards the mother, pointing towards the wife, he is saying, oh, this is your sister, right? Maharaj Ji, I just told you, what are you saying? This is my wife. This is not my sister. So Guru Maharaj Ji said, oh, that's same only. That's same thing. Then this Pandit, he said that, how can it be same? How can the wife is same as the daughter? How can my sister be same as wife? How can my mother be same as daughter? They are not same. They are all different. I have different relationships with them. So Guru Maharaj Ji said, but why? They are all women only, na? They are all women. They are all female. Said, still, even if they are female, there is difference. Guru Maharaj Ji said that this is what I was trying to explain you since last 1 hour in the lecture. That although these personalities, they have similarities, they have some powers that normal humans don't have, but that does not mean that Ganesh Ji is equal to Krishna. Devi Durga is equal to Krishna. Brahma Ji is equal to Vishnu. It's not like that. There are differences. So now a stupid person will again come and say, see, they are, how they are? They are sectarian. Will this be a sectarian thing? In one sense, yes. We have created sects. We have created, this is the Supreme Lord. This is Vishnu Tattva, this is Krishna, this is Vishnu, this is Varahadev, this is Narsingadev, this is Lord Ram. And then there is another sect which is of demigods. This is Indra, he is not equal to Krishna. This is Ganesha, he is not equal to Krishna. Then all the demigoddesses. So this word sectarian, it's applied in a particular viewpoint. We just discussed that how in Sanatan Dharma is actually non-sectarian because it welcomes all religion, all faith. And examples are filled in our scriptures. How Srila Haridas Thakur is following Krishna consciousness, Sanatan Dharma. So this Sanatan Dharma is completely non-sectarian. And when we talk about Sampradaya, Sampradayas are like lines. As we said, there are 4 ropes. We started with this concept that there are 4 ropes. So obviously, these 4 ropes are individual things. They are 4 different ropes. They are 4 different Sampradaya. So in one sense, what they are sectarian also. They are different sects also. Although they all are reaching to spiritual world, but still the process to reach and the goal of each of them can vary little bit. Otherwise, why 4 ropes? So with this, we have to understand that although Sanatan Dharma, it is accepting, it's non-sectarian, but inside again there are sects. Our Guru Vargas put so much stress on being one-pointed. One-pointed means one-pointed in Krishna consciousness. That who is my worshipable deities? Srila Gurudev used to say again and again that our worshipable deity is Krishna. Which Krishna? Not Krishna of Dwaraka, not Krishna of Mathura also, but Krishna of Vrindavan. And then again, what is our process of devotion? Not the devotion like Hanumanji, not devotion like Dhruv Maharaj, not devotion like Prahlad Maharaj. Devotion like gopis, Braj Vadhu Vargenaya Kalpita. And Srimad Bhagavatam is the evidence of it. So this is not sectarianism. This is also in one sense sectarianism, in which we are again creating sects. Oh, these are different style of worshippers. These are the worshippers who worship Krishna in mood of opulence. And we trying to become Rupanuga, Raganuga. So there are differences. There is groupism in this also. And that differences actually is the speciality. That differences is not a negative thing. Try to understand this. People outside, people with less intelligence, they say that, oh, they are dividing. They are differentiating between Brahmaji and Krishna. They are differentiating. They are comparing with Lord Ram with Lord Krishna. They are doing this and that. So these terms are very broad. And once we get the clear understanding of our spiritual path, of our Sampradaya thing, then we are able to understand that how these terms actually have been used in the wrong sense by the people outside. So I hope it is clear, the question that Mataji asked. Any other question? Okay, so I think already the time is exceeded a lot. So yeah, I'll just note these questions that Sarveshwari Mataji has given some questions. So I'll just add this question and then we will discuss whatever is left in our next class. All the questions that are yet to be discussed. So next class also we will have this question answer session. And after that, we will start with our first chapter of Jaiva. Okay, so Hare Krishna. Vancha kalparobhyascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavyo.